Your tomato plant is wilting. The leaves on your pepper are curling. You spent $12 on that seedling 2 months ago, and now it looks half dead. You are standing there wondering if you should pull it and start over. Do not. In the next 7 minutes, you are going to learn 5 kitchen scrap liquids that turn dying plants around in 48 to 72 hours without spending a single dollar at the garden center. Most plants do not die because they caught a disease. They shut down because your soil ran out of one nutrient and the plant cannot move forward without it. Nitrogen for leaf growth, potassium for fruit production, calcium for cell walls. When that nutrient disappears, the plant goes into survival mode. Growth stops, leaves yellow, fruit drops. But the roots are still alive. The stem is still viable. All you need to do is deliver the missing nutrient in a form the plant can absorb fast. These 5 liquids do exactly that. Each one targets a different deficiency. Each one uses something you already throw away. And each one shows visible improvement within 3 days. Here is how they work, what they fix, and how to make them this weekend. Number 5. Banana peel tea. This liquid delivers potassium straight into the root zone. Potassium controls water movement inside plant cells and drives flowering and fruiting. When your tomato plant stops setting fruit, or your pepper blossoms drop before they open, potassium is usually the missing piece. 1 banana peel steeped in a quart of water for 3 days releases enough potassium to green up a wilting plant and restart bud formation. Chop 2 or 3 peels into rough chunks. Drop them in an old yogurt container or glass jar. Fill it with tap water. Set it in a shaded spot outside for 72 hours. The water turns brown. That color is potassium, magnesium, and trace sugars leaching out of the peel. Pour 1 cup of that tea at the base of your struggling plant. Do not pour it on the leaves. Within 48 hours, you will see the plant stiffen. Within 5 days, new buds start forming at the branch tips. One common mistake here is using peels from bananas that were treated with fungicide. If you buy conventional bananas, rinse the peels under warm water before you steep them. Organic peels work without rinsing. Number 4. Eggshell calcium water. Blossom end rot is not a disease. It is a calcium deficiency that shows up as a black sunken spot on the bottom of your tomato or pepper. The plant cannot build strong cell walls at the blossom end because calcium is not reaching that tissue fast enough. Eggshell calcium water fixes it in 1 week. Crush the shells from 6 eggs into small fragments. You do not need powder. Rough pieces work. Drop them into a half-gallon jug. Fill the jug with water. Let it sit for 5 days. Shake it once a day. The calcium carbonate in the shell dissolves slowly into the water. After 5 days, pour 2 cups around the base of each affected plant. The calcium moves into the roots and up into the fruiting tissue. New fruit that sets after that application will not show blossom end rot. Fruit that already has the black spot will not recover, but everything that comes after it will be clean. Do not add vinegar to speed up the dissolve. Vinegar turns the water too acidic and can burn root hairs when you apply it. Number 3. Grass clipping tea. Fresh grass clippings are 4% nitrogen by weight. That nitrogen is locked inside plant cells, but when you steep clippings in water, the cells rupture and the nitrogen leaches out in a form your vegetables can use immediately. If your tomato leaves are pale yellow-green instead of deep green, nitrogen is missing. Grass tea delivers it in 48 hours. Fill a 5-gallon bucket halfway with fresh grass clippings. Do not use clippings from a lawn that was treated with weed killer in the last 30 days. Add water until the bucket is 3/4 full. Cover it loosely with a lid or a piece of cardboard. Let it sit for 3 to 5 days. It will smell like silage. That smell is bacteria breaking down the grass and releasing nitrogen. Dilute the tea 1 part tea to 2 parts water. Pour 1 quart around each struggling plant. Within 2 days, the leaves will darken. Within a week, you will see new growth at the top of the plant. One mistake that kills results is letting the tea sit longer than 7 days. After a week, the nitrogen starts converting to ammonia, which burns roots instead of feeding them. Number 2. Vegetable scrap digestate. This is the most complete liquid fertilizer you can make from kitchen waste. because it combines nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, and micronutrients in one batch. Carrot peels, celery ends, onion skins, potato peels, and the outer leaves of cabbage or lettuce all break down into a nutrient soup that corrects multiple deficiencies at once. Save your vegetable scraps for 3 days in a container in the refrigerator. When you have about 4 cups of scraps, chop them roughly and pack them into a gallon jug. Fill the jug with water, seal it, and set it in a warm spot out of direct sun. Open the lid once a day to let gas escape. After 7 days, strain out the solids. What remains is a dark brown liquid loaded with dissolved nutrients. Dilute it 1 part digestate to 3 parts water. Pour 2 cups at the base of any plant that looks stunted or pale. You will see a growth response within 4 days. The plant will push new leaves and the stem will thicken. Do not use scraps from cooked vegetables. Cooking breaks down the cell structure in a way that makes the liquid go anaerobic and rotten instead of fermented and useful. Number 1. Fermented rice water. This liquid does not just feed the plant, it feeds the soil. When you rinse rice before cooking, the cloudy water you pour off contains starches, vitamins, and amino acids. When you ferment that water, beneficial bacteria and yeast colonize it. Those microbes move into your soil when you apply the liquid, and they start breaking down organic matter, releasing nutrients your plant roots can absorb. This is the same principle behind commercial microbial inoculants that sell for $30 a bottle. You are making it for free. Rinse 1 cup of uncooked white or brown rice in 2 cups of water. Swirl it around with your hand for 30 seconds. Pour off the cloudy water into a jar. Do not add the rice. Cover the jar loosely with a cloth or paper towel. Let it sit at room temperature for 2 to 3 days. It will start to smell sour and slightly sweet. That smell means fermentation is happening. Dilute the fermented water 1 part rice water to 10 parts clean water. Pour 1 cup around each plant. Use it once a week for 3 weeks. You will see stronger stems, darker leaves, and faster recovery from transplant shock or pest damage. The bacteria in the fermented water also outcompete some soil pathogens, which means your plants stay healthier through the whole season. One mistake here is letting the rice water ferment longer than 5 days in hot weather. After 5 days, it can go too far and produce alcohol levels that damage roots instead of helping them. These 5 liquids turn kitchen waste into plant medicine. Banana peel tea for potassium and fruiting. Eggshell water for calcium and blossom end rot. Grass tea for nitrogen and leaf growth. Vegetable scrap digestate for broad-spectrum feeding. Fermented rice water for soil life and long-term health. You do not need all 5. You need the one that matches what your plant is missing. A wilting tomato with pale leaves needs grass tea. A pepper with blossom end rot needs eggshell water. A plant that looks stunted across the board needs vegetable digestate. Pick the liquid that fits the symptom. Make it this weekend. Apply it Monday morning. By Thursday, you will see the difference. If you are tired of spending money on bottled fertilizers that sit in your shed half-used while your plants keep struggling, subscribe to this channel and ring the bell. Every video on this channel shows you how to grow more food and build healthier soil using materials you already have. No garden center required. Which of these 5 are you making first? Drop your answer in the comments below.